everybody and welcome back. I cannot believe that it is already October 1st. Like, I woke up this morning and was just completely stunned at the fact that September has already passed, the leaves are already red and they're falling off of the trees, and Halloween is right around the corner. I'm back to you on this wonderfully beautiful Saturday morning, clear blue skies, and I'm going to do a makeup dupes video for you. My makeup dupes will include products that I personally use that I believe do a wonderful job at keeping your makeup looking fabulous throughout your day without having that really high cost that a lot of us seem to have issues with. I know personally for myself, I have a lot of issues with products being priced too high at like Sephora or Ulta, and it kind of is a bummer, I guess you could say, because you want your face and your makeup to look wonderful and beautiful and perfect, but you know, spending $40, $50 on each product, or in between $20 and $50 per product that you buy, can really just like, it'll rob you blind, to say the least. So today I'm here for you guys because I have been requested to do this video by some people that I've run into. So I'm going to give you some of the products that I use. They are products that I have used in some of my older videos or my past videos that I've done. So you don't have to worry that I'm just filling your head with a bunch of random stuff. These are products that I actually use. They're products that I swear by, and they're things that I use in my everyday makeup life. So I'm hopeful that this video will be able to help you. I'm really excited to get some feedback from you guys and see if any of you have actually tried this product after I've done this video. Okay, so let's begin. I'm gonna make this a really quick video for you guys so that you don't get bored along the way. So what I'm gonna start off with is my Morphe palette. I use this in every single video that I've put out so far for my makeup, and I love this palette. It is completely inexpensive. I believe they go for about $20 on Amazon. I have been asked that from other people before, and I was lucky enough to receive 2 of these from one of my best friends for my birthday. It's really nice because it was inexpensive for her to buy it for me. So I got 2 for $40 when, you know, in Ulta or Sephora, you can go get an eyeshadow palette from like Urban Decay or the Naked brand, and it'll cost you $50 for maybe 12 colors, and this one has 35 or more in it, which is amazing, okay? And they have so many different colors that you can pick from. It's the coolest thing on earth, and I highly recommend it. They're extremely pigmented, so like that's a lifesaver, especially for those of you that like really bright colors. I know that the plum kit that I just showed you has really bright purple colors, and I also have like a warm, that's what it's called, the warm kit, which is very, you know, orangey, reds, yellows type things, but they're very pigmented and you can wear them casually, or you know, if you use the right eyeshadow primer, they can go on even more pigmented and pop that much more. So along with my Morphe eyeshadow kits, I love the Morphe brushes. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and they're amazing. They range between $4 to $6 at the most, and I know for a fact, especially like ones like this one that I have already, cost me $1, and it's such a steal deal. They work amazing. They act just like high quality stuff. So when people tell you that you need high quality brushes in order to put your eyeshadow on the right way, that's just not true. It's really like how well you're capable of putting it on in your own time, and how much you're willing to invest in learning how to do it, regardless if you have like a $50 brush or not. And I am guilty of this. I have bought like MAC brushes, stuff like that, because I'm like, oh, it's MAC and I have to have it. Which in all actuality, it's really not important. You know, they work exactly the same. They're wonderful brushes, and I recommend them to anybody. What I would recommend, however, is if you are going to purchase the brushes, like go onto the Morphe website and buy an eyeshadow kit as well as the brushes, research or do some research into what each brush actually does, because a lot of them look the same, but they all do different things. And I'll probably end up doing a video at some point on what all of them do and what they're for, and how to use them in like a live tutorial type thing. But they all look kind of similar, but they all have a different function. So it's really important to research what they're used for before you just spend big money and then you're just using random brushes on your eyes. I'm going to talk about and eyeshadow primer that I personally enjoy. It's the NYX eyeshadow base. I got this at Target for, I believe, $3 or $4, and it's amazing. Before I started doing makeup, I remember watching YouTube videos and other YouTubers would rave about this product, and I can't tell you how great it is. It will keep my eyeshadow on all day long. You can get it at Target or anywhere that they sell NYX cosmetics, so you could get it at Ulta in their drugstore area, but it's a lifesaver, and it keeps it on all day. I mean, I have been guilty as well of, you know, buying eyeshadow primers from Urban Decay or stuff like that, where, you know, they're supposed to work super great, but they're like $20, $30 for this tiny little thing that you'll go through in 2 months. Whereas I think I've had this pot of eyeshadow base for 5 months because you don't need a lot. It's like you just dab on a little bit, rub it in, and then you're good to go. And you don't have to use it all the time, but they do come in 3 different colors. So I like the skin tone one just because I don't like whites on my skin. It kind of, I don't know, washes me out a little bit, looks a little gray, but they have the skin tone one like I have. They have a white base and they also have a clear. So it's really your preference on what you would like, but that's just the one that I use. You've also heard me talk about eyeliner, and you've seen it in my videos. 2 of my favorite all-time eyeliners would have to be the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel liner. I've used this in all of my videos. I love this because it's a perfect dupe for gel liners from like Anastasia, or, you know, I think I've tried one from Benefit and all this kind of stuff, and it's so cheap. I bought this for $6 at Walmart, and it works just the same, but surprisingly enough, this lasts longer. I've had this for months and it hasn't dried out yet. It stays super creamy and it doesn't really smear throughout the day, and it's really pigmented. It's a very dark black. Whereas some of the products that I've tried from like Ulta or Sephora, they dry out like so fast. They just don't last the amount of time that you would think they would for the price that they are. And that's why I swear by stuff like this, because you would be surprised the cheap products that you can buy for how high of quality they are. And then my second favorite liner is this e.l.f. liquid liner. I'm gonna start using this more in my other makeup tutorials just because it actually applies smoother and it's nicer to work with, and it doesn't have that kind of drying effect if you don't fill it in the right way. This is awesome. I got this 2 days ago. I went to Target and I got this for $2, and it is such a dark black. It goes on so smooth and it doesn't flake off throughout the day. That's one thing that would drive me crazy if I used a liquid liner from other brands, is that it would flake off like in the middle of the day and I would just have like a patch missing out of my eyeliner, and it was just the most annoying thing I've ever had to experience because you're constantly touching it up throughout your day and it's just not worth it. So I will say this again because I've said it with the other products and I will continue saying them with these other ones. Don't spend your money on expensive stuff if you know that there's products out there that are way cheaper that will do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna kind of stay in the NYX realm because it's like one of my favorite companies. I like to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. That's what I use in all of my videos when I do my brows off camera. And this is amazing. This is an extreme dupe for Anastasia's Brow Wiz pencil. It's amazing, and it goes on so smooth. It doesn't smear throughout the day, and it just has that soft brow effect. I mean, I would consider my brows right now to be very soft. Some of you might not. Some of you like natural brows. I like a sculpted brow, but this definitely does the trick for me. I got this for $6 or $7, and you can get that at Target or the Ulta drugstore section. And it works amazing, and I almost found that it lasts longer than Anastasia's Brow Wiz pencil, as well as it's easier to apply. When I apply this, I don't feel like it's waxy and it's kind of like dragging my skin while I put it on, like how I felt with the other one, and I feel like I get more for my buck. My absolute next favorite product, the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. Oh my gosh, I'm wearing it and I wear it every single day. Let me tell you, I have never found a dupe that is as good or better than Kylie Jenner's lip kit, okay? I bought these for $6 each, okay? They are such a perfect dupe for Kylie's lip kit. Personally, I've never tried Kylie's lip kit, but you know, honestly, this does the same thing. It stays on all day, it dries matte, and it has a highly pigmented color. If you go into Ulta or, you know, Target or whatever and you see the NYX brand, they have all the same colors that Kylie Jenner's lip kits have. It's so great. They're waterproof and food proof. I mean, you'll definitely have some transfer, and I always recommend, like, when you've put it on, do the finger test where like your lipstick will come out from the inner parts of your lips. That's a great way to do that, but I swear by this. Don't buy a $28 lipstick. It's just not worth it when NYX has several colors, and they also have the lingerie brand. I personally like the suede better because it's creamier and it goes on smoother, and I think it looks nicer and isn't as drying on my lips. But don't buy a $28 lip kit when you can buy something that's exactly the same for not even half the price. It's like half of the price. So definitely do some research, and they also have the lip liners that match those lipsticks. So it's such a good deal. So for my primer, you've seen me use this. This is the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. This stuff is amazing, and you wanna know why it's amazing? It's not even a primer. I used to spend so much money buying these primers from Ulta and Sephora and all these things where it's like, oh, it's amazing and I swear by it, it's a great product to buy and blah blah, it stays on forever. It's a lie. Okay, you're just wasting your money. Maybe it works differently for your skin tone versus someone else's, but for me personally, all those ones like Smashbox and MAC and all that, they don't work for my skin. I just stay oily because I get really oily in my T-zone. But this is amazing. It's just a shave balm, and it's a sensitive one, and you have to make sure you buy sensitive because it has no drying alcohol. So if you have the one with the alcohol in it, I mean, that's your preference, but I found that it would dry my skin out, especially because I get dry up here, but I am oily everywhere else. This is amazing, and you get 3.3 fluid ounces, I think, for $5, which is insane. I mean, it has a kind of masculine smell to it, but it goes away after it's been rubbed in and your foundation is on. I promise you won't smell like a man for the rest of the day. It is totally worth buying. And you've also seen me talk about my beauty blender and how I apply my makeup. There is an actual beauty blender brand, the pink little sponge, but they're so expensive. It's like a $22 sponge. I personally use, and excuse me, it's so dirty. I haven't gotten a chance to clean it since this morning. I use the Real Techniques beauty blender sponge, and it's half the price of the beauty blender that you can buy at Ulta or Sephora. And it does the same thing. It is squishy enough so it's not hard on your face when you apply it, and it lasts just as long. So when it starts to rip and tear, kind of like how mine has, you can go buy one for $11 versus one for $22. You know, it's perfect. I swear by it. Buy this product. You can get it at Walmart, Target, wherever you buy your stuff at, you can get this there, as well as some other brushes that come from their line of stuff, the Real Techniques brand. Talking about mascara, I personally use the Clump Crusher by Lash Blast from CoverGirl. Gosh, that's a mouthful. Lash Blast. This is the best mascara I've ever used. I use this every single day, and I've used it ever since I started wearing makeup when I was younger. I know that there's a lot of brands out there like the Better Than Sex mascara that everybody raves over, but I don't think it's worth the money. I used to work at beauty brands and sell stuff like that, but personally, I don't know, it's just mascara to me. I think that you can find a better way to do it, and this is $6 versus like $18 for a tube that's gonna dry out within the month, and I can buy one of these every single month and not feel like I'm breaking the bank. Let's move on to my contour kit. I use this contour kit in every video that I've done so far. It's the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, and it's amazing. Okay, I got this at the Ulta drugstore section. You know I'm like a fan for NYX, of course. And it comes with all the colors. Mine's really dirty, but it has like the banana color and all the browns, and it's perfect for my skin tone. I did used to use the Anastasia like cream contour or the powder one. I hated the cream contour, if I'm being honest. It was so hard to blend with my foundation that I already had on because it was just dry, and I would have these super harsh lines whenever I would put it on, and it was just the most annoying thing ever, and I hated it, and I ended up returning it and using that money to buy this, as well as like the setting powder that I'm going to talk about here in a second. I would recommend buying this. I got this for $19, $20, and I use it every day, and I love it so much. My setting powder, I use this in all of my videos, and it's from e.l.f. And if you don't believe me, it's $2 from Walmart, guys. I love this product. It sets my foundation absolutely perfect. I know a lot of people use the Laura Mercier setting translucent powder, but personally, This is my favorite. I haven't tried the Laura Mercier. I'm sure that it's great, but I don't want to spend $30, $40 on a setting powder if I can spend $2 on something that works amazing for my skin type. You really have to try to figure out what kind of skin type you personally have before you kind of just like take my word for it, but I know for a fact that this works best for me. Last thing I'm quickly going to talk about is this e.l.f. baked eyeshadow. Before I bought the Anastasia Glow Kit for highlighting my cheeks, I used to use this. This is a baked eyeshadow and it's very like shimmery and it was a beautiful color, and I used to just dust that on my cheeks before I actually purchased that kit, and I got that for $1 at Walmart. Totally worth it. Buy it if you see it. It's a perfect dupe for highlighter without having to spend as much money as I did on my glow kit, but that was just a personal preference. So that really does it for all of my makeup dupes that I have for you today. Those are just a select few that I use on a regular basis. I do have others, but I don't use them often enough to really speak that highly of them. I will tell you that these are some of my favorite products that I have been using. I've been using them for a long period of time, and I definitely recommend it. And I appreciate you guys watching this video, of course, like you do every Saturday, hopefully, and I look forward to making more, and I hope this video helped you out. Really, this is just so that you guys can pursue and do the looks that I do at the same cost-effective way that I do it. You do not need expensive stuff to look great throughout the day or have your makeup look amazing throughout the day. It's not necessary for you to have to do that. I want everybody to be able to, you know, look the way that you want to look at a reasonable price, and it is possible. There are some other YouTubers that will tell you that there's higher end products that you have to buy and all this stuff, but you know, I'm not sponsored. I'm not being paid to do any of this because I'm fairly new to YouTube, but it's important to me to let you guys know that makeup is not just for people that are beauty gurus online, and that you are also capable of pulling off these beautiful looks if you just look for the right products, pay the right amount of money, and you're willing to learn over time. It's really just a learning process, and I promise you that if you stick through it, you will get it. That is it for me today, though. I hope everybody enjoys their first day of October. The fall is upon us, guys, so get ready for it. I know I'm not, but I am really looking forward to all the fall and winter looks that I will get for you, and it's October, so I will be doing a makeup tutorial for my Halloween costume. I am super excited about it. It's gonna be some pretty cool makeup, and I hope you guys look forward to it as well, and I will see you next Saturday.